Hello, everybody, and a good day to you all. Today I'm talking about Gran Turismo. The movie directed by Neil Blomkamp, actor starring in it are Archie Madekwe, sorry, and you also got Jamon Hansu, Jerry Horner, Daniel Pugh, Orlando Bloom, and David Harbour. And this movie is pretty much about John Mardenborough and his journey of becoming a video game racer to an actual real life race car driver. And all the trials and tribulations he had to go through, the ups and the downs, the trial problems he had with his father, all that stuff, the good, the bad, and the ugly, so he can finally fulfill his dream and have his goal come true. And so before I get into the good stuff, let's start with the bad part about this movie. And the bad part about the movies are I don't really have anything bad to say about this movie that much. I really don't. I actually really did pretty much enjoyed everything. I didn't have anything really bad to say. So let's focus on the good stuff. I think first let's start with the acting. The acting performances for everybody I thought was done quite well. I really did enjoy the performances a lot too. Also enjoyed the chemistry between them, especially like now I don't know too much about Archie. If he did any more acting, anything else before. This is the first time I've seen him, and I really did enjoy his performance as well too as a character. You really do like him as a character, and you really because make you want to go on the journey with him. You really do root for him and all his ups and downs and his trials and his fears. And when he has his fears, you understand them as well. I really did the relationship he has with his father, who played by Jamal Hansu, even though his father didn't quite understand him and didn't agree with him a lot of times, and he was wasting his life and try to like in a way kind of scare him straight. It wasn't like the best way to go about it, but you can tell everything he was doing was coming from love and also fear. He was scared because his son would end up with a career that he didn't love just like he did, and he thought that even what that fit to happen to his son, because he also has another son who's also in the sports like him, and so he related more to his younger brother, and he's trying to connect with him as well, and he feels as though he's not quite getting it. I'm not sure if it's his older brother or younger brother. Either who, he connected more with his other brother than him, and because he wasn't in the sports like that, he was mostly in the gaming, but he also wanted to become a race car driver. But he had no plans to getting there or how to get there. But he just knew he wanted to be there. And his father wasn't so sure how you gonna get there either, so he tried to discourage him from it. Do you think that's gonna happen? And it's so interesting. It was his father who introduced him to racing when he was a child, and that would help him fall in love with it. And so I wonder if his father didn't introduce him to that at all, would he still had that same love for it? But since his father introduced him to it, and he felt in a way his father kind of felt like that's his fault. I see my son on this path, on this dream that he's never going to achieve, and now he got in his head he can become a race car driver by playing video games, and I can't have this happen because and he wants to like be the good dad. He wants to be there for his son, but he doesn't understand it. He thinks what his son's dream is ridiculous, and so it causes problem. It causes some problems there. Causes some problems. So he finally gets his opportunity, and he goes for it. Not from the support of his father. I mean, he has his mother's support, and even his brother to a extent supported him, but his father like this is not gonna. But you see what the whole thing was going on. You see what the arcs and changes that goes on there. You have David Harbour's character. He was a race car driver himself, and now he's like mostly working as a mechanic. And you see his journey. You get a little bit of his origins as well too. You also get to see why he is the way he is and the decisions that he makes. Because his decision is to he sees these gamer kids, and his job is to crush their dreams and crush their goal. Not in a crush their dream like this, the build them back up situation. Like the military, like this tear them down to build them back up. No, this is just to tear them down so they can run away. Because this is a dangerous sport, and if you're not up to a professional level, you will die. You get other people killed, and even for people who are professional who've been doing this for years, and they can mess up too, and then you will die. This is not a game. You cannot reset this. You cannot pause this. You cannot start again because you messed up. No, if you messed up out there, you can get yourself killed, other people killed. Yeah, that's you. And he's trying to do everything he possibly can to crush him. But then you have to see his arc and his change. You have to get his motivations as well too, and see the relationship David Harbour's character with Archie's character, and watching and how they relate to one another. I really did enjoy them on screen. And then the Bloom did an amazing job as well too. I really did like him as a character as well too, because he's the guy he's the dreamer. He's the guy who started this whole thing in the first place. He's the guy who started the video game and saw how a lot of these gamers skill level was so high. He compared it to like race car drivers. You know, he believed that they could transition over. He believed that this game can prepare you for the real thing. And he's the one who went out, and other people rejected him and said, this is crazy, dude. You can get people killed. I'm not going to back you putting no freaking gamers on. No, now I see you said like amateur racers. Okay, I could go along with that, but no experience, none whatsoever behind these cars. I like pretty much like rockets on land. No, sorry, son, I ain't backing you. And then he finally, and you see him putting himself out there because it's so interesting. Like everybody in here has a dream and a goal. Some people let their dream get crushed and go away. Some people still are around it, but they think they feel as though this is all they can do. As long as they're around it, they can still be a part of it. And others have had these dreams and goals, but they set out and push forward and go forward and do it. And you're seeing how everybody changes and grows and get closer and as well throughout this dream as well. And the passion between all of them, some my passion let it die, but it finally others get reawakened. Others almost lose it, but then they manage to hold on to it no matter what happens to them. Like you have John, who wanted this thing so badly, and then when things started to get rough and things started getting hard and things got bad, you started to see him lose that hope and lose that faith. But you see how he learned how to work through it and get past it, not just on his own, but help from others and other people encourage him as well too. And I was seeing his father and other things he went through, and you got to see his background. So it had a lot of things in here, but the main thing is this movie has a lot of heart and also has a lot of hope. People are saying over and over again, judges, yes, you can have a dream, you can have a goal, but it's not going to be easy. It's not going to come to you just naturally, just like that. Sometimes you really got to work for it, and sometimes you also got to be willing to fail, because failing is not a bad thing. It's feeling you can learn from it, feeling you can grow from it, feeling you can get stronger from it, and don't let those failures stop you and discourage you. Keep moving forward, because you will improve, you will get better, and you will achieve your goal. You just got to be willing to go through those failures, and then you can make it. It's really very inspiring. I would even enjoy it as well too. And for a guy who's not into video games or even race car driving at all, I really did enjoy this movie because the story is what compels you to get into it. The characters make you want to root for them as well too, and watching the love and all as well too. Even all the hard times, and a lot of emotional moments in here, I did enjoy as well too. The emotional moments, I went through it a couple times myself, and I really did enjoy it. So I highly recommend this movie. I said go check it out for yourself. If you don't have to be in the racing, you don't have to be even in the gaming, because even though this is a movie like inspired by a video game movie, to me this is not a video game movie. It really isn't. I mean, yes, Gran Turismo is a video game, and yes, the guy who did play this video game, but the movie itself isn't really about a video game. It's not like this is the Gran Turismo. It's not in the Gran Turismo world, and all these gamers are actually gamers inside the thing, and they playing as the game. No, they're not playing those. This is a real people in a real life setting, and they are racing. They may have been inspired by the game. They probably have been trained on the game, but the game is not really the main thing on this. This is not like Mario. This is not like Mortal Kombat or anything like that, or the Street Fighter thing. This is a whole different category, but I really did enjoy it as well. For some guy who's not in a gamer or in the racing, I had fun watching it as well too. So if you have seen it, leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought about it. And if you are going to plan on seeing it, I hope you have a good time too. It's going to be great. I'm giving it a solid B. Don't take my word for it. Go check it out for yourself. So give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up, shabu, and subscribe to my channel and share. I would appreciate it. Also, links down below. Connect you on my social media. You want to follow me there, I would appreciate it as well too. And also to my stores where I sell things, my shirts and socks and anything else and whatnot. This is one of my shirts right here. This is my I Am the NinjaRabbit shirt right here. Have others as well. See some stuff, buy stuff. I really would appreciate it. So like I always say, in my dreams and real life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.